All right, so now that you know what exactly is Miniconda, let's go ahead and set it up on your local machine. Now keep in mind that in this course, I will be using Google Colab, but I still want to show you how you can install local environment like Miniconda on your machine. So if you prefer, you can use Miniconda. If you prefer, you can use Google Colab. So I'm on Google right now. I'm just going to go and search for Miniconda. And you can see that the first link comes up. It takes us to anaconda.com and it also says Miniconda. Let's go ahead and click on that link. And this is the Miniconda. Miniconda is a free miniature installation of Anaconda distribution. So Anaconda allows us to create virtual environment on our machine. It's just a mini distribution of it. So what we need to do is we need to find a way to install Miniconda or download Miniconda. All right. Now let's go ahead and go to the download page over here and see what they have over there. Okay. Distribution page, you can register for them, or you can just say skip registration. And let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. So distribution installers. If you are on the Mac, you will download it for the Mac. If you are, this is for distribution installers, I guess, download for the Mac, and Miniconda installers. I think that's what we need, the Miniconda installers. And you can see over here, it also, you can download it for a particular chip. So if you are on Apple Silicon, like M1, M2, M3, M4, and whatever in the future, you can download the Apple Silicon, which is this one. If you're on Intel, you can download the Intel one. Once you download the graphical installer, whether you're downloading it on Mac or Windows, you can just go ahead, double click on it. It's going to run and it's going to install Miniconda on your machine. So that will be your first step, right? Now, once the Miniconda is installed on your machine, you need to check if it is installed successfully or not. And one of the ways that you can check is just by opening up your terminal. So right now I have this terminal. Let me just go ahead and open up a brand new terminal for you. Terminal. There we go. And wherever you are on the terminal, it doesn't really matter. You can simply go ahead and run conda -help. And if you see some sort of help instructions or help commands, as you can see over here, these are the commands and these are the description of the command. If you see something like this, that is basically saying that, okay, you have installed Miniconda successfully, which is great. You wanted to do that, right? You wanted to install. Now it is installed. Now the first thing you need to do whenever you install, when you're done installing, let's actually go ahead and say clear over here, is you want to create an environment. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the desktop and create a new folder. And I would call it machine, probably the name of the folder. Let's call the machine learning folder, just call machine learning projects. All right. It doesn't really matter, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go inside that folder. There we go. So I'm now inside that folder on my desktop. Your folder can be anywhere, wherever you want. That's perfectly fine. Now what I want to do is I want to create an environment, because that's why we downloaded Miniconda, right? To create an environment, and in that environment I can install a very specific version of Python and a very specific version of scikit-learn and all that stuff, matplotlib and all the library, Jupyter Notebook, all the libraries that I need, I can actually do that. So this folder will be kind of like act as my repository, because that's where I will add all the code. But first I need to check that are there any existing environments already set up? Although we're not really going to use those, we're going to create our own, but it's fun to check that what environments are already set up. So the command for that is conda env list, conda environment list. And you can see over here that I have 3 environments set up. Now, since you just installed Conda, you are not going to see my custom environments. These are obviously only mine. You will only see the base environment. And note over here, there's the asterisk right next to the base environment also. This basically says that this is the currently activated environment. So you are currently using base environment. I would not really install anything in the base environment, just let it be. If you do want to create an environment, you can create your own environment. So let's create an environment. So the command to create an environment is conda create and the name of the environment. So what should we call the name of the environment, right? I mean, you can call it anything you want. I'm just going to call it my env. You can call it anything you want. And we're also going to set up that it will be using Python 3.11. If you want to use a different version, that is perfectly fine. Absolutely fine. All right. This is your opportunity to go ahead and put a specific version of Python that you want to use. 3.11, that's fine. 3.8, 3.6, whatever you want to install, you can do that. All right. Let's actually see if we can go to this one. There we go. And Python versions. And let's check out some Python versions over here. Okay. So what is latest version of Python? 3. Okay. If you want to install that, you can install that. All right. 3.13.5. So 3.13.5. All right. So now if I run this, it's going to create an environment which is going to be using Python 3.13.5. I'm going to say yes over here. And you can see now it's actually going and it's creating this environment. All right. Now it is going to take a little bit of time to set up this environment. And then again, we need to install different packages. So I'll also show you how you can install that. Okay, environment is set up. The other instruction it gives us is to activate this environment, the one that we just created. Run the command conda activate my env. And if you want to deactivate the environment, you can run conda deactivate. So I'm going to simply say conda activate my env. Okay, it's activated. Whenever I activate the environment, I always like to see conda env list, so that I need to see that star, the asterisk, right next to my environment. See that? It's right next to my environment, which is basically saying that that's the environment that is currently activated. It moved from base to my environment. Okay, so that's good. Now the other thing that we need to do is to, right now our environment has Python 3.13.5, but it doesn't really have anything else. Like there are no packages installed. So what we can do is we can say conda install and then the list of the different packages that you need. So what do we need? Well, we'll need scikit-learn. That will be our main machine learning library. We will need pandas. That will be our, managing or, adding column, removing column, cleaning up data science kind of a library. NumPy for numerical operations. Jupyter, that will be the notebook. And matplotlib. All right, this is for plotting. So these are the different libraries that I'm saying that you should install it in this environment, my env environment, and only in this environment. All right. So it's going to go and start installing these things. It's going to go and start setting up all of these different things. So you can see that now it's working. It's trying to install, trying to download those things. And one of the really good benefits of setting up the environment is that I can create another environment where I use a very specific version of scikit-learn, very specific version of Python, very specific version of NumPy or pandas. All right. So you can do that. And if you don't like it, you can simply go ahead and delete the environment or deactivate the environment, and then you can even remove the environment. So that's one of the great benefits you get when you're working with these environments. All right, and they are locally present on your machine. So that's another good thing. Okay, so it looks like it has installed everything. One of the things I want to show you also is how do you launch Jupyter Notebook. So I can say Jupyter Notebook. All right, now this is going to launch the notebook where we can write the code in the browser, and you'll be able to see that all the things that we have installed, all the packages that we have installed, scikit-learn, matplotlib, they are available to us. So here it is. It's running on a different machine right there. So this is kind of like what it looks like when you run the Jupyter Notebook. And Jupyter Notebook is used for writing code, and you can run the code really quickly. It's really nice if you just want to play around with stuff. So it's really nice. I'm going to say new Python 3. That's fine. And this is our Jupyter Notebook. See that? Now, remember all the different libraries that I added, like pandas, matplotlib, they're available to you. So apart from writing some basic code over here, which is for Python, I can also go ahead and import pandas as PD, or I can import different libraries. See that? So we can actually go ahead and probably try to print it out. Not sure why it's not printing it out, kind of weird, but hopefully it has imported it. I think it should have imported it. And now we can actually call different functions on it, pd.read, csv, and all of those different things. All right. So that's one of the, oh, there we go. So now you can see it's a little bit slow for some reason. It's working a little bit slower, but you can see it's printing it out, all of that stuff. All right. This video is brought to you by my brand new course, Machine Learning Bootcamp for Complete Beginners. Yes, it is for complete beginners. If you have no idea of machine learning, if you have even never done Python, then this course is for you. Let me go ahead and show you all the things that we're going to be covering in this course. We're going to start with setting up your environment. We're going to learn about the Python language, functions, arrays, loops, dictionaries, lambdas, classes, exceptions, file handling, test-driven development, writing tests, databases, working with APIs. And then we are going to go and start with machine learning. And all of the stuff that we're going to learn about machine learning, we're also going to learn the mathematics behind it. So for linear regression, we're going to learn about the formulas behind it, and also going to do real world examples, logistic regression, trees, clustering, PCA. And then we're also going to build a Flask website, which is going to use our pre-trained model, the model that we have trained ourselves. And I keep adding stuff to the course so you can expect new content regularly. Thank you so much, and check out the link in the YouTube description. And hey, there's also a discount code for you, so you can try that out also. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. So this is how you can actually set up the environment, Miniconda environment on your machine, and you have also learned how you can install different packages, right? We install pandas, matplotlib, scikit-learn, NumPy, Jupyter Notebook, and this right now, what you see on the screen, that is Jupyter Notebook. This is where you will write the code. We will be doing a lot of stuff in the notebook itself, and the good thing is that the next I'm going to show you Google Colab, the notebook is already available to you. And since it's on Google Colab, you will be able to access it on different machines easily, and you'll be able to work using different computers. And you will also notice in Google Colab, you don't have to install anything. All the stuff that you need is installed, all right? Like the scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, Matplotlib, all of those, NumPy, pandas, all of those libraries are already installed. So that's why I like Google Colab really much better, because it's already set up and I'm good to go, and I can just go ahead and start writing some code. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to show you Google Colab, but in the end, it is your choice if you want to work on locally on your Miniconda and Jupyter notebook, or you want to be using Google Colab. For the rest of the course, I'll be using Google Colab. All right, so see you in the next video.